How many times have people been taken advantage of or manipulated due to their lack of knowledge or literacy? Have you ever been one of these people? We are sophomores from Foothill High School. After finishing the book Animal Farm by George Orwell, we have noticed the different types of manipulation tactics and why they can be so important to understand and notice when it is being used, bringing about the topic we will be discussing ahead. The lack of literacy or knowledge is so significant because an individual does not have the ability to write, speak, or understand effectively. It can hinder communication and understanding of the world around you, putting an individual at a higher chance of being manipulated by those around them. The novel Animal Farm demonstrates the tactic of lack of literacy many times. For example, when Clover asks Benjamin what the Seven Commandments say, and he tells her, Clover says, "Even when I was young, I could not have read what was written there." Orwell, 134. This demonstrates lack of literacy because Clover doesn't understand what the Seven Commandments say. She cannot read them, allowing the pigs to manipulate her or the other animals by being able to change the Seven Commandments as the animals wouldn't remember what was written before. An example of low literacy or lack of knowledge in the world is how about 130 adults in the U.S., half of the Americans between the ages of 60 and 74, have low literacy skills according to a Gallup analysis of data from the U.S. Department of Education. Low literacy skills can affect day-to-day success as well as affecting your chances of getting a job, reading, basic communication whether through speech, text, or writing, and more. A prime example of propaganda affecting this is the Nazi regiment's portrayal of Jewish people as vermin during World War II, which dehumanized them and justified violence against them. Manipulation of language or literacy is used in Animal Farm as a form of propaganda. Squirrler uses persuasive language and double speech to justify the pig's actions and control the narrative. He twists the truth, changes the meaning of words, and confuses animals with complex words, tying in the context of how their lack of literacy or knowledge is being used against them. People can avoid being manipulated by being aware of the different types of propaganda and manipulation, as well as understanding how or why they work so they can identify them. Bandwagon is an example that uses ethos. It uses ideas or says that many people agree to what they're saying to manipulate you into agreeing as well. Appeal to fear is another example. It uses pathos, as it is used for fear or a form of stress to evoke emotion to manipulate you into compliance or agreement. Lastly, lack of literacy is an example of manipulation. It uses logos, using logic or reasoning, even if untrue, to manipulate you. Manipulation uses deceptive language or tactics to pressure users into taking a specific action, often without fully understanding the implications or benefits. It is impossible to never be manipulated, but it helps to understand and notice these tactics to ensure you won't be manipulated as easily. Thank you for your time, and remember to make sure you know the different types of manipulation so that you can avoid it.